gonna save the world. Green girl gonna save the world. She's green girl gonna save the world. Green girl gonna save the world.
Hi, I'm Rachel, also known as Green Girl. I can't save the world by myself, so I'll need your help. I'm going to show you some simple things you can do that will make our planet a better place to live. After all, there's only one Earth and we need to take care of it. Reduce, reuse, and recycle. 3 simple words that can make a big difference in helping our environment. Last episode was about recycling. Today we'll talk about reusing. There are so many ways you can reuse items to cut down on the amount of garbage we produce. Let me show you how. Did you know that the average American family takes home about 1,500 plastic bags a year, and we throw out about 100 billion plastic bags a year? Also, it takes about 500 years for one of these bags to biodegrade back into the earth. Last episode I showed you how you can recycle these plastic bags, but another solution is to use reusable grocery bags. In 1 month, using 5 of these can replace using over 100 of these. Just think how much that adds up to over a year. That's one way to bag the problem of too many plastic bags. There are a lot of ways you can reuse these big coffee containers, but my dad likes to use this one for scattering salt on an icy driveway. Now we just need a little more snow. If you take your lunch to school, there are a couple of things you can reuse to cut down on garbage. Instead of using Ziploc bags, you can use these reusable containers for your sandwich or other snacks. Also, using a reusable lunch bag instead of a brown bag helps. You probably already do this and are reusing without even knowing it. I reused a 2-liter bottle to make a bird feeder where it doubles as both a feeder and a place where they can get water. Even the birds appreciate when you reuse. I also just made this hummingbird feeder out of a water bottle. Hopefully it will work too. Here are some fun games you can make from reusing. You and a friend can see who can drop the most clothespins out of 10 in this applesauce jar. Yes! Yes! Woo! Yay! When the year is over, don't throw out that old calendar. You can cut up the pictures and have a contest with your friend to see who can put it together the quickest. This styrofoam tray used to hold apples. Just add some numbers and turn it into a penny pitch to see who can get the highest score. I'm also reusing this applesauce cup to hold my pennies. Yes, 20 points. 20 points! I got it! I got 15 points! I did it! There are a lot of ways to reuse things that you might usually throw away. Here's a styrofoam box which would really harm the environment if I put it in the trash. Instead, I made one into a Valentine's box for Valentine's last year. This year, I also reused a cardboard box to create a Panda Valentine's box. This gallon jug can be used as a watering can. I just poked some holes in the top and filled it with water. Whoa! I can't promise it'll make your flowers grow that quickly, though. Now, this is a cool way to reuse. These bricks are from the one-room schoolhouse, which were reused to make this playground. Who knew reusing could be so much fun? There are a lot of ways you can reuse a styrofoam ink carton. Put some paint into each section. You can even mix the colors in another section to make your own colors. Egg cartons can also be used to start a rock collection or a shell collection. Reusing as much as possible is a great idea, but don't take it too far. People might start to look at you a little strange. You can also buy some kits that you can build around an aluminum can to make a robot. Here's one my brother made. In An old classic way of reusing is using a can to make a pencil holder. How simple is that? Did you know that a lot of restaurants throw out the crayons that kids use after only one use? Well, here's a place that's trying to put an end to that. No Crayon Left Behind is an organization that collects those used crayons and ships them to places where kids in need can use them. I brought some crayons to donate, so let's take a look inside. I brought you some crayons.
That is fantastic. Thank you so much, Rachel. Do you want to come in and take a look around? I can show you how we do things.
Sure.
Okay, why don't we start upstairs?
Okay.
I'll go after you.
Can you tell me what this organization does?
I can. We collect crayons from mostly restaurants, but also from schools and a lot of businesses, just so that we can donate them to kids who can't afford them. And most of the crayons we collect have never even been used. A lot of restaurants give their crayons. Have you been to restaurants where they give out crayons? Right, well, you know, if you don't use them, they're going to throw them out, even if they're still in their wrappers, even if they're brand new. So what we do is we collect most of those crayons and we give them to organizations all over the country and all over the world that distribute them to kids who can't afford crayons otherwise.
Cool.
It's cool.
About how many crayons have you collected and shipped out?
I think it's got to be about 1 million.
Well,
Yeah, that's my guess, and we're losing track. It's happening faster and faster, but it's probably about 1 million.
what can people do if they're interested in helping out?
Oh, we have a lot of ways. We're always looking for help. Well, they can certainly donate crayons, so they can either get our mailing address on Facebook or on our website. They can email us through our website or Facebook and ask us. They can donate money, they can donate time, they can pick up crayons from their local restaurant. They can just let people know. They can organize crayon drives at their own schools. They can have their parents organize crayon drives and also monetary drives at their place of business, and then just get in touch with us and find a way to get us the crayons and get us the money or do some collecting. But we have a lot of different ways that people can help.
Here's some crayons that have already been sorted and are getting ready to get shipped. Here's some crayons that are being shipped across the world to Morocco. Here are some thank you cards that the kids there made. How cool is this? This is a place that takes reusing to another level. If you're interested in learning more about this awesome place, visit nocrayonleftbehind.org so we can get these crayons out of landfills and into the hands of kids who need them. I hope you enjoyed today's episode of Green Girl and that you learned some ways to reuse so we can cut down on the amount of garbage we produce. You can reuse this episode by showing it to your friends because we can really make a difference if we spread the word about the 3 R's. Reduce, reuse, and recycle. I hope you'll join me next time for another episode of Green Girl. Bye!